Welcome to Real Life Matters, where we feature real people with real matters. You know, and my name is DBoss, of course, one and only. And today we have a power-packed show with fun, entertainment, and knowledge. I have somebody here that's going to be sitting in the chair next to me, and she does wealth, financing, and we're going to have to know what she does a little bit later on. And it's no other than Lyudmila from IG Wealth. Welcome.
Thank you. Very nice place here. I love what an authentic atmosphere. This is an cafe studio here, Ed, and it's like a great jazz recording studio. Play, drink, eat, dance, enjoy.
You're smelling good food.
Yes, love it. Absolutely. What a finding. Thank you.
Thank you. Yo, can you tell, you do finances and financial services. Can you tell us a little bit about what you do? Because you've been in this game for a while, right? Well, first we're going to step back. Where do you come from?
Okay, so as many people in Canada, I am not from here. I actually come from Ukraine. I was born, raised, and worked in Ukraine until I met my Canadian husband there.
Okay.
And we traveled the world. My husband was working in international development. He did a fair bit of reforms, company law, pension reforms, and so on. And we get to travel
you did a little bit of law too, right?
And work. Yeah, I believe like in 12 countries in 11 years.
You went to 12 countries?
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
Went is a different story. Went
Yes.
probably more. Live and work is a different way of learning different places and meeting people. Because when you're in another country for other purposes than tourism, you actually get to know people on a different level.
Right.
And I can tell you this, there are three things in life that really gives me energy. And number one is people. And I got to learn that through my travels.
Okay.
Because it really doesn't matter which land or place we are in. It's really about who we meet, connections that we build, networks or stories that we take with us. It really matters. And you really don't miss. The sunsets and sunrises are gorgeous in Canada. I really don't miss, per se, other lands, except for very snowy days and stormy days.
Well, I think everybody's
you know what I mean?
I think everybody's the same way. You're going to be thinking of all warmth.
Yes. However, it's the people. It's the people that create that climate, whether it's warm in the coldest place. And I think Toronto has the ability of creating that people warm climate.
Right.
Don't you think?
Yes.
Yes, it's very people warm here. And it has that sort of little islands of discoveries of different cultures and different arts and different sort of really authentic cooking experiences or music experiences.
Right.
It's all around here. And people that come from different countries really manage to create that atmosphere of a climate, if you wish, of a warmth. It's a very warm place.
You know, that's
Toronto.
a very good description of Toronto.
I know.
People, she did it really well. Little islands within the city of Toronto,
yes,
right?
Yes, and today I have a feel of Jamaica, and it's warm and sunny in here, thanks to our wonderful host and your wonderful coffee.
Yes. Well, here at the studio here, and as you can get some good food. I don't know, the Jamaican. You get the jerk chicken balls, the balls, the rice balls. But it's not that kind of balls, people. It has jerk chicken inside of it and rice and peas, and it's in something like a festival or something encrusted. So it's like that.
I'm afraid we're not gonna leave. We're gonna be cooking and dancing and drinking.
Real herbal teas. So
lovely.
So You're also a founding member of Immigrant Women in Business, correct?
That's true. I came to a few meetings, I believe in 2015, and I was just truly captivated by people that I met there and their stories. It was just really inspiring and, as you say, real life stories and real life people. Something that
you're coming from Ukraine. Is your husband from the Ukraine too?
No, he's Canadian from Halifax.
Halifax?
Yes.
Okay, that's real Canadian.
True Canadian to the bones, and I'm a really fun guy to be with. My life was very adventurous and real fun.
So now you do financial. What do you do exactly now?
The road to finances was actually a long one. I didn't do just finances at the beginning. I started my career as a lawyer, although probably I would argue there I probably started my career as an artist, then became a lawyer, then came back to art. I also did a Master of Business Administration, so I'm trained to lead businesses, see what businesses are about, and in the first place to see people behind the businesses, what takes them, why they do, what makes them, why they do what they do, and also learning that, because you know, when you run your own business, this is not a job. This is really a call in most cases. It's on a mission that you set off, and you're really achieving bigger things than just, you know, a paycheck at the end, although that really is nice. It's really nice to have.
I don't differentiate between money and money, so that's okay.
But so when I came to Canada too, I was, my husband said, like, okay, so what do you want to do? Because, you know, in different places I did different things. I worked as a lawyer, and I was also somehow involved in a business modeling.
I did a law background also, so I'm like, oh God. And now here I am.
Now here we are.
Here we are.
But my husband is a lawyer, so I say 2 lawyers in a family. Well, somebody has to be there for children. So I said, no, I'm not going back into that. It's like 8 to 2 a.m. type of job. So
all around the clock.
You deal with people's problems, and you like an emergency room nonstop. And if you have a small family with small children, you need to be home for them. And he's not. I am.
Well, that's all good. You're the one. You took the step back to be with your family, right?
Yes, absolutely.
So which is good. So which was good for you, right?
But then I couldn't stay home.
Right.
So I opened an art gallery downtown Toronto.
Oh, yes.
I loved every bit of it. Yes, I loved every bit of it. So I got an experience and a chance to run my own business and learn all the pros and cons and highs and downs of it, and it was a thrill. It was a non-stop thrill, and I can't tell you that I would have ever stopped until an unfortunate accident that we had.
So what kind of art do you do? What kind of in your gallery? You get all different types?
I don't do art anymore.
No.
I do paint. I do paint, but I did. No, we brought artists from different countries. We exhibited, we organized close to 24 exhibitions a year. Some years more than that. And
oh, that's a lot.
Yes, typical gallery usually does about 4 exhibitions a year. So we really, because, you know, again, being a business person and running a business, I approached it from a business perspective. So I learned a few variables. I learned that 100 people has to stop by your gallery, and half a person of that will be your potential buyer. So I needed more than that. Okay, so I needed people stop by the gallery.
Not necessarily telling you how it is, right? Yeah. All these people are coming in, but they're not buying, and you only get a little bit of money. So it's hard. So I guess you're trying to say it's like a hobby for some people to have.
It's a very hard business to be in, and I learned that it is an art to run an art business. It truly is an art, and you do have to approach it professionally. And You have to be able to, how to say it, you can't turn down opportunities, you can't turn down artists either, but you have to be vigilant and you have to be there because artists in the first place expect you to sell for them. So I had to be smart and fast and learn really on a higher level how to run it such a way that you actually can sell. And in the first 3 years, we sold 150 paintings over.
Wow.
Yes, it was a really fast pace. Every event I learned would produce a sale. So I ran a lot of events. Connections, building those relationships with people really mattered. So on the first day, we first opening of the gallery, we sold a painting. It was yay. And then the next 4 months, we had no live person in the gallery. So I was like,
us the real truth about a gallery.
So I was like, okay, let's take my legs.
We always see like maybe a couple paintings and just a little bit of lights over there, and they're wondering like, how do they make money? You know,
it's not. You have to take your legs and go out and take your gallery to people, and that's what I did. And I went out. I networked heavily. I met ton of people, I built the connections and I brought them back into the gallery.
Okay.
And then I created, walls were working as a gallery, but the floor was working also as an event space. So we ran music nights, we had weddings, we had birthday parties, we had corporate events. We had so many things happening and I learned it hard way. And then we had an unfortunate accident of a flood and we had to close it, we had a lawsuit. That doesn't matter. It is all past. I was incredibly sick for over a year. Recovered.
And you came back.
Yes.
You're back.
And the thing is, people give me energy. In the first place, my family. Art gives me energy. It allows me to really take a step back and look at things differently from an artist's perspective, because they really can show you something that you've never noticed before, or approach something, a perspective that you've never seen before. They really allow you to speak a different language. They open your mind, they challenge you. I love it. I love it. And you know, it really was about, again, storytelling, about stories. These weren't paintings or sculptures that we were selling. We were selling stories. And a lot of those things that we showed were resonating with people on a different level, on a story level. And so going through this, again, but I'm a businesswoman, I approached it from a business perspective.
Well, you did the right thing.
And yes, and I realized that, okay, but then there is the money. Everybody, you know what? It's like, okay, so why, right? And why we dream, we fly, but then we stop. Or why do we have to replace our dreams with a dollar sign? And why do we say, oh, I want to achieve whatever it is, $100,000 at the end of the year in my bank account? Or, you know, like, why do we have to have money as a goal? Because really, money is not the goal and never should be a goal. Really, and I'm trying to do that in my job, is to really enable people to dream and look at money from a different perspective. Money is a fuel. It's a fuel you put in your car so it can drive, so it can take you to where you want to go. And that's what it's really about. And unfortunately, we do not educate our children properly about money and how to manage them and how to find them.
Right.
And how to make money, or how to manage the money once you make them. And unfortunately, a lot of people have a lot of carriage with them. They really carry that load of baggage of limited beliefs, of something that is really stalling them in their dreams. And so
you help the people.
So what I do, I sit down and I say, okay, let's make those dreams come true. Let's actually put numbers to that. Okay, because you know, when you sit down and you say, okay, forget about 100,000. Let's work backwards. Okay, let's work backwards. What are we trying to achieve here? And that's how really my sessions go. Like, what are your goals?
So
where you are, because you know what? Today you have legs. Today you have arms. They're working for you. Your heart is beating. Everything is perfect. You can run. You can make your money. You can make your whatever. You can get hired, or you can make your own business.
Right.
That's fine. One day you'll stop. What will feed you? What will feed you? You don't want to be a burden to your children, your husband, or your family. You know, like you get phone calls and you really feel for people. But let's be educated and smart about that fuel in our car. Where do we get better price? What fuel we actually put in our car?
Right.
Is it actually, so if I drive this car, do I actually have to have, premium, or I can go with the regular? Do I need to put premium only once a year so it can actually clean the engine? Or once a month or once a week? What are we working here with? And how much actually fits in that tank?
Right.
So let's plan our trip. Where are we going?
So where really we going?
Yes.
So that's it's
and how many canisters of gas we're going to put in the trunk? This is really what it is about. It's about that fuel, how we're looking at it, and let's not make it a goal.
Right.
Because really, I don't see anybody thinking of a canister of gas as their lifelong dream.
No.
Or I want to have a room, a house filled with gas.
No.
We don't say that. No.
Right.
We say we want to have a happy life with the family. We want to go to Jamaica every year. We want to travel when we stop working.
So you help them make when you sit down and you do their financial planning for them, you can help them do all that so that you
But
can
I have a different mindset too, because
you're not she's not a regular like these financial advisors and different people, because you've experienced business hardship life, correct?
Correct.
So you have a different mindset of like, okay, if this is not important, what's important to you?
What's important, and if you, and most people actually know how to make money, and at least once in their lifetime they made really well. So how do you manage that too?
And how do you keep it going?
Least each artist, at least once in a lifetime, he got, I don't know, $20,000, $300,000 deal. Trust me, they did. What do you do with that? How do you make sure that it actually set properly, that it can enable you for more projects, for better projects, for bringing you to the next level, and getting you to where you're going, right?
And so that's what you come and sit with her for,
yes, right? Because nobody told us to pay taxes at the maximum rate. Nobody told us that we have to spend, once we won that pot of gold, to spend it right away. I'm sorry, but this requires a skill.
So where can people find you at, Lyudmila?
Okay, so my cell number.
I can put that on there for you. Well,
I'm on LinkedIn.
You're on LinkedIn?
Yes, and I'm on IG.
You go by your name, Mila, or
Mila _Bezpala_Brown. I do.
Brown. At least her last name is English Brown.
And and I'm heavily on LinkedIn. So.
Okay, all right. So they can find you there. Check her out. She can help you get your finances. Just don't, see where your dreams are. Basically, in a nutshell, if you get money, to make sure that your money can grow for you. It's not just going to sit in one thing, or you just blow it all off in one day. You know what I mean? So you could put some away, so you don't have to rely just on one thing, right?
And let's not make it a goal. Let's make it a mean. And know how to use it.
Okay. Well, Lyudmila has been very experienced, telling us everything that you did today, and you gave us a lot of wisdom. You gave us some, some knowledge and your story, and importantly that how you came from different backgrounds. You traveled the world, so you got a lot of life knowledges. So, anyways, I do want to thank you today for coming in.
Thank you for inviting me.
No problem. And I thank everybody today for tuning in. Follow me, like me. We always like new friends and family. Real life matters. So, just keep tuned and stay tuned. So, bye for now.